Alright, how's it going, everybody? I was going to do a stream this morning, getting some more work done here in GT6, but, well, one, I was sleeping, so, that kind of made that impossible, but I was also looking at things with, Overmind about the issue we were having with the TPS. And come to find out, the issue was because I was wanting to monitor the TPS and turning the GUI on for Forge or LPGT, whatever the hell, is causing the lag we were having. Not having the GUI up for the server, you can see my TPS is absolutely wonderful. So I had to cheat me in a TPS sensor. I could have made one, but since it's just for checking this, I didn't figure I needed to. So yes, everybody run. Go tell Alex. I cheated. I cheated myself out of 12 gold. Oh, wait a minute. I don't want to cheat again. 3 clocks, a piece of glass, a double tin alloy, and 4 red fine wire. Oh my god, I am the most egregious cheater ever. But we did have a live stream the other day where we got a little bit of work done. The primary thing that we got done for what we're actually trying to get accomplished is a titanium centrifuge for the refined cobalt. So that has been sitting here refining. If you didn't know, to get isotopes now, there is processing that has to be done. You can't get isotopes anymore. If you ever go and watch the build video for the uraninite processing, I'll try to put a link to it up here in the corner, where we were looking at XAR's build for this, which we'll be building soon, which I absolutely went and watched because it's a hell of a loop of stuff. We're also setting it up in GTI right now over 118, or at least very similar to it. But you'll see in there, especially for pitch blend, I don't remember if uraninite was doing it, but pitch blend was. Right here in the sluice, this slot right here had uranium, and you can no longer get uranium out there. You do get thorium, but thorium's kind of, seriously low level. And this thorium can be used as a rod, just as it is. But to get like Cobalt-60, Uranium-235, Plutonium-241, stuff like that, 249, stuff like that, you need some kind of processing, and this is the processing for cobalt, is it only comes out of refined native cobalt. So we have been saving this the entire time we've been here. That way I could do this and get the Cobalt-60 so we can make Cobalt-60 rods out of it. Cobalt-60 is, if I could type and talk at the same time, Cobalt-60 fuel rods are very, very low. They emit 0 neutrons to their neighbors and 8 neutrons to themselves. As you can see it flipping up there, that depends on what you're using for your coolant. It would be really nice if Greg would actually add us a GUI for this. That would show what it is in different ones so we could actually go through it a little bit better, but Alas, we don't have one at the moment. I'm trying to wait for it to get back to regular coolant so I can show you the regular stats here. But you can see that I don't think I've seen one that said above zero emission. It's only mainly the maximum neutrons that is changing, like with molten tin there, you can get 256. Molten sodium, you can get 256. Industrial coolant gives itself 32, which is really nice. Molten lithium chloride gives itself 40. If you do thorium salt, it's 0 and 0. I don't know what you would do with that. To be honest, I don't know a whole lot about this reactor stuff. But it's kind of like a RTG basically. It's almost impossible, or is impossible, I think, to make it go critical because it doesn't give off any neutrons to neighboring rods. So as long as you keep the coolant transfer correct, it's never going to melt down, never going to blow up, never going to let you down and hurt you. Sorry, it had to be done, guys. Anyways, I also crafted up this stuff to start working on. There's the other titanium centrifuge we need and the mixers we need. I do have to make one more mixer because I screwed that up. But we also work on foodstuffs. We set her up a oven here. Put food in here, it automatically cooks it, puts it out here. It's got a automatic machine switch on it that shuts off the electric heater, so she won't have to ignite it. If we take, we'll just take these raw ribeyes here and throw them in here. You'll see it turns on, it cooks them, and it comes off. No fuss, no muss. Just what the women's like. She set up 3 different refrigerators. By the way, you cannot dip these in the bathing pots because they will not hold their color. I haven't set up actual spray paint cans, but I'm guessing you can use those. Because you can use like a bottle of ink from GregTech. Though you don't get your bottle back. Anything that has an item, you probably won't get your item back. I don't even know about the spray paint cans. I probably should test that, but try to use regular dye whenever possible with these because they're a bit, well, bug-tastic. We also have this. This is the start of a bread maker. I've got the slicer blade, which does not go in this machine. I'm going to make the actual slicer. I think I have parts of it made. I just got to finish it. Yeah, it's this right here. I just need a galvanized steel machine casing, rod, and then LV parts with a tier 1 circuit, and that'll give me her slicer. And basically what we're going to be doing is using our barley flour over there that we're automatically making, and we're going to be putting it into a mixer with that's egg dough. We need the one with just water. There we go. Into one of these with water. We'll probably use distilled water because we need to get rid of it, but we can use regular water. And that's going to give us 2 dough. And then we're going to need a forming press after that. And she can decide if she wants. I may actually do 3 presses and do one for buns, one for bread, and then one for the toast loaf. I don't need baguettes, because I really don't care about the big baguette sandwiches. Then we can automate this into her oven, and that's the baguette again. We can automate this into her oven, which will give the toast loaf, and then the slicer is going to be for making it into toast slices, which we can automate in again, which will give us our toasted toast, and that we can lay out here on the front counter and make sandwiches from all the random things that we have in here. I'm not 100% sure we're going to completely automate it, because like I said, there's 3 different kinds of bread. If we do the regular, let's go to this one and go to the, we can actually put it in a rolling mill and make flattened dough so we can make pizza. That's an interesting idea. We could do that. Pineapple and ham. Pineapple should not be on a pizza. Vegetables or cooked minced meat for a raw meat pie, and then cook that. That's an interesting idea. And ketchup is not hard. It's just sugar and tomato juice. We've got plenty of tomatoes, so maybe I'll look at doing that too. I may actually need a bigger area for all of this, but there it is, press. So we can use the buns once we get them cooked. We can slice them as well, except this is a splitting one, so I'd need another one for that. And then we can use this to make the smaller sandwiches, like our hamburgers. Greg still doesn't know what a cheeseburger is. And we have our way up here making cheese. We just have to talk to Ms. Moo, the drive-through cow here. And that makes our cheese. That we can as well put in a slicer, but that needs to be the flat one. And that'll give us our cheese slices. So there's all kinds of food things that we can do in here. I don't know that we have enough room to do so. She also wants for the making of the minced meat. We were just talking about a minute ago the cooked minced meat, which she's going to be getting from shredding scrap meat. If I can find where is the scrap meat recipe? I know it's in here. I don't know why that one's not showing up. This right here. Scrap meat in a shredder gives you 2 minced meat. And so I'm going to be giving her my shredder. And that brings us to the other thing we've been doing, which is my first attempt at making tungsten steel, which failed. And it failed because that burning box is too fast for this setup. Steel goes from 0 to 60. It goes from molten to gone really, really fast. And so I need to moderate the incoming temperature a bit better. You can see that the molten is 2048, but for the tungsten steel, it has to be 2870, and it boils at 3134. So you only have from 28 to 31, and this heats it up more than that before it pours, which means that the steel vaporizes when it comes in, and then you just pour tungsten. So I need to either put in a electric heater down there that I can moderate with this right here and just keep it right at 2870 the whole time, or I need to put in a lower burning box, which I'm going to try just to see if I can find one that'll work and isn't too painfully slow. And then I'm going to be taking out this shredder and giving it to the cafe for the mincemeat. We're technically going to be getting rid of all of these and upgrading to the multi-blocks of them. It's been a long time coming, and we should have done it a long time ago. But we just need a bunch of tungsten steel to do that. We also need crystalline diamond plates, and we need 18 of these, so we need 36 of these plates. I haven't even set up a crusher yet, or a sifter yet, but because of all the looting stuff that I've done and saving all of my diamonds, I have 32 flawless diamonds. That's going to give us 2 plates if we put it into the cutter. So that's a stack of plates right there. And then I've got another 4 down here. I got 24 diamonds there. So that's plenty for the shredder. Then we have the crusher. And those blades take 4 regular diamonds per. And I do believe you need 18 for those as well. So that's 18 times 4, that's 72 that I'm going to need for the crusher. So I'm definitely going to have to find a diamond vein and actually start sifting diamonds. So that's probably the next small project that I'm going to do, is finally set up a sifter around here. I do have 21 crushed diamond ore here, and I believe we might have a bit of diamond dust down here. Let's see, morganite. Yeah, we got 13 diamond dust, which we can also, something else we need to get done is we can set up an implosion compressor, which will use my strong dynamite, or the boomsticks, or the regular dynamite, and we can make exquisite industrial diamonds. We can make flawless industrial diamonds. We can make regular industrial diamonds. All depends on what it is that we're trying to do. We can even make them right into the plates if we wanted to, if we didn't want to cut up the ones that we already have. But we're going to, and then we'll just use these industrial diamonds for that. So lots of things coming down the pipeline. I should be back to doing this a little more regularly. Sorry about the bit of a break that I had. We've been working on things here for almost 2 years now, and I just kind of need a little bit of a break. But I'm going to work on getting the uranium stuff set up. I'm going to try to do another live stream tomorrow where maybe we'll work on that kind of stuff. I still need to go down and get the mining issue done downstairs for the rest of the uranium, because I still don't have all the uraninite and pitch blende done. I forgot I also want to set up a lightning rod which means that I need a bunch of niobium titanium. So I actually need to automate making niobium, which is this bathing recipe here, which isn't really difficult. It's just turning molten aluminum back into alumnia in here to purify the niobium. And then I just got to run the alumnia into molds, shred that, and put it back into the aluminum processing. Technically, I don't have to shred it. You can do the which way? It's easier to do it this way. Aluminum. I can do ingots, but then I would have to make sure that there was an even 10 going in, and same with the dust. It's just going to be easier to send the ingots through to the shredder, have that shredded, put in the dust, and come down into the barrel that we have stuff waiting for over here for the aluminum process, which the aluminum process currently has an issue where I am full of fluorine, so it hasn't been running. But we're going to be using this in the uranium process. So we'll be getting rid of that then. I did set up this to make the hydrogen fluoride right here, but it's completely full. And that's because we have filled this up from our fluoride, because I keep this running as much as possible. I haven't set up an actual tank for the fluorine. It's just basically hanging out in this green pipe right here, which you can see is just connected everywhere it needs to be connected to. So maybe we'll set up a tank for it now, since we know we actually need that fluorine. But I've got over 7,000 alumnia right there. There's no reason to try to wedge ingots into that system from the niobium. So that's another thing we got to get working on. But as you guys can see, the Java20 version on a server works great. If you don't have the GUI on, Overmind is going to go talk to the people that made the whatever the hell mod that makes this all work, and see if they can figure out what's wrong with the GUI. But the TPS is fine. If you want to check your TPS, just make one of these. I did set this one to average mode. This is averaging over 101. If we take this off, I knew that was going to happen. I should have punched it. If we take this off and we clear it and put it back on, you'll see that it jumps around quite a bit. What Overmind said was it basically goes below 20 and then sleeps, and then it catches back up when it's needed. And so that's why I set it to average over 101 seconds is what I actually had it there, 102. And then I can do this and take it down to 100. And you can see it does this. For some reason, Greg is averaging in all the zeros. So it will take a second to get back to the 20, but it will get back to 20. It's just averaging out all the zeros that are in there right now. But you can kind of tell it's only going up in increments of 20. So, anyways, that's it. We're still trying to figure out the Race to Fusion GT5 pack thing for anybody that cares about watching that series. There's something really weird happening with the 08 branch of it when you switch it to Java20. We're trying to figure out what is causing that issue, and then we will, if we can't figure that out, we're going to have to jump to the regular 09 version, and it may be a few weeks before we actually get back to doing Race to Fusion. So, sorry. Growing pains, But that's it. Just wanted to give you guys a little update on what we've been doing during the live streams for those that haven't watched it, don't have time for 3 to 4 hours of nonsense. And to let you know that if you want to try GT6 out in Java20 on a server, just don't have the GUI on. And if you guys need any help with setting it up, let us know in Discord, and we'll be glad to give you a hand. Later.